Sorry, guys. The mic doesn't work if you don't turn it on, right? How's that? Is that better, guys? How you doing, Nick? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping in, man. Tying up another game changer here. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Appreciate you guys stopping in. How's things been for you, Nick? Busy, work. I know you. So now I'm using some Pearl Gray Palmering Chenille. Right on, buddy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Just making myself a tie-in point here. Oops. Go back there. There we go. There it is. I'm going to bring that all the way up to the front. Put a whip finish on it. And then I'll palmer this stuff on there. Move on up. Try not to catch that. Thanks, K-Fish. Appreciate it, brother. So now, I'll just palmer this stuff on there using my rotary. This is a 4-segment game changer here. Onto a 1/0 O'Shaughnessy hook, saltwater hook. One more. There we go. Bring all this, get this out of the way. Hey, Paris. Welcome in, man. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you stopping by. Tying up a game changer here for Hawaii. Saltwater fish. I'm not really worried about crowding everything out. I want as much bulk here as I can possibly get. Lip finish. And I know it looks like a hot mess right now, but trust the process. Take some flow resin, lock all that in there. You can use super glue, whatever you want. I like this stuff. Saturates in there real good. I know, man. You like that? Yep. Kudos, my friend. Kudos. Kudos to Yoshi. Yeah, you guys. Yoshi created my logo. You see it there in the picture in the thumbnail for the stream. All right. Next size up before you move. Always put your next shank in. Makes it so much easier. Because these things can be a bugger sometimes. Once again, I said it before, I'll say it again. I love this vise because it's got that little notch right there. You guys can see it. See that little notch right there? Touch it with my bodkin. See that little notch right there? That little notch holds this shank in like so. Makes life so much easier. Yeah, it's the Renzetti Game Changer Jaws. All right, here we go. Next shank. That thread is just amazing. I love it. Try to cover up this right here because it will cut your thread. All right. Yes. It just lays so good. Anyway. All right. So following in sequence, the last thing I put on was Palmering chenille, and I want to try and cover this a little bit. And I already have my stuff blended over here, and I'll show you. I already blended everything together. It's Squimpish Hair and Kinky Fiber and Flash. This is the Flysmith GSP 107 denier. Stuff is super, super strong. So yeah, I use these. I blend them together with kinky fibers like this. And in the blue, I put some UV. Really nice stuff here. And blended that in with the blue. Yeah, this is Fly Smith's thread. This show you which one I'm using. A 105 denier, excuse me. Not 107. Yeah, 105 GSP. We got them toothy creatures here, you know. Anyhow, moving on. So the fly is going to be kind of gray and white on the bottom and blue on the top. So I'll start off with my light blue that I have here. And I'm going to hollow tie or backwards tie, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to grab a good little hank here. Cut this in half. That'll be for the next one. Kind of make my taper on both sides here. Put this on the top. Just 2 wraps. Kind of spread it around a little bit. Like so. Then I'll come in with the gray kinky fiber and Squimpish hair mix. Same thing, cut it in half. Save that for the next tie. Get my taper going on both sides. There we go. Put this in. It'll look like a hot mess in the beginning, but it gets a haircut. So 1, 2. Get it right where you want it. Come up a little bit. Like so. Then I get my handy dandy little pusher tool that I made. No, it is not what you guys think it is. It is a cardboard straw that I coated in resin. But it works great. Get your stuff splayed out right where you want it. Push it back. Really helps out. That way you can hold all this stuff in and get it right at the front there. Try not to do what I just did. And if you do, come back. Hit it again. Make sure everything is right where you want it. Just put a couple wraps to hold it in place. And then we'll come back and we'll build a little thread down here. You gotta be real careful because you see that shank thingamabobby. All right. Number one. And it's real long. I'm gonna come in and trim it, but there's that. Come back in with my chenille. I've never used a brush. I've thought about it. I've never tried it. I've seen people use them. Bring this up. Don't do that. There you go. Yeah, I've thought about it. Probably make things a lot quicker too. All right. Bring my bobbin cradle in the front here. And hammer this stuff on. It likes to go its own way. So you gotta really work it sometimes. But in the long run, it comes out really, really nice. Yeah, I've watched some videos on the guys making them and stuff. Pretty cool how they make them. I just keep working it back till I get my desired amount on there. There we go. I think I'm gonna have to order some one day just to try them out. All right. I'm liking that. Come in with my whip finish here. Build it a little bit more. Secure it down. Oh, I wanted to show you something, Nick, that I made. You'll love this. Hold on. The Beast. Been in the package for a while, so it's kind of scrunched, but yes, sir. Mr. Stringer, what's up? Yeah, this was fun. It's on a 6-aught, big old 6-aught. You want it? I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you, Nick. How you doing, Stringer? Good to see you, my friend. All right. Put a little bit of flow on there. All right, I will. All right, go to the next shank up. You know I'm not going to charge you, bro. I sent one to Brian, too. Same thing. Same one. All right. I said, don't mind the fibers. They look like a hot mess. But that's what the barbershop scissors are for. Nah, dude. You don't have to send me no money, bro. Honestly. You can compensate me when I come there. Teach me how to fly fish. I already started my collection. I got a 7.8 and a 5.6. They're not like, name brand or anything like that, but it's a start. All right. Here we go. Get some more of this. Two. One more just for giggles. Splay that out. You want it to cover that connection as much as you can. Doesn't really matter. And it will run a roll on you. And when it does that, you just kind of pull it back. The key that I found to that is just pulling it straight. Cinch it down. If you want, you can throw a little dab of super glue or something if you want. Where'd my pusher go? There you are. Like I said, I don't need all this fiber. It's gonna get in the way. One, two. That'll help. Bingo. I'm not worried about that bump because it's all gonna get covered with Pomeranian shingle. I'm just gonna bring it to right here. Put a little whip on there. Hold it in place. Twenty people, thank you so much, K-Fish. Appreciate it, my friend. Same thing, just a different shank, my brother. Try and get them right next to each other. Just palmer it back. But you know what? I don't like that. It's not thick enough. Come back again. Let's get more on there. There we go. I like that. Beautiful. Right, coming along. Come on a little bit. There we go. All right, next layer is going to be some more of my blend here. Blue, light blue, and lighter blue. Squimpish, kinky fibers. A little bit thicker than the last one because I'm moving up the shank. Cut that in half. Put it on top. Two. One more for good measures. All right. And then my gray. Then the next shank I'm gonna go to white and a little bit darker. I'm gonna transition. A little bit more. Yeah. Once again, cut it in half. And I reverse tie it in. Mopfly, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. All right. 2, 3. Splay it around the way I want it to go. Like so. I'll come in here and cut a lot of this excess that I don't need off. More. Like so. Make my thread dam here. Be real careful because at the eye there, it can cut your thread too. That's why I always try to build it up back and forth like this. Just a little bit. Then I'll put resin on there, kind of seal things in. All right. Always remember when you build a thread dam, you want to come forward and backwards, otherwise you'll get an avalanche. Avalanches are not fun. The further you come back with your thread dam, the more it'll lay down. Now, some people might say this is overkill, but I'm gonna do it because I really think it's cool. I'm gonna start putting a little bit of flash, blue flash, mylar flash, right in the middle. Hold on. Because of the transition. So I have this uni mylar. It's copper on one side and blue on the other. And I'm just going to put it the length of that shank. So, same thing on this side. Wants to be a booger. But I'm in charge, not you. And I do that with every one of them. Yeah, thanks. This is the Flysmith GSP thread. Really good stuff. Very, very strong. All right, I'm coming with my whip finish. Hit it with my flow resin. Hello, how you, brother? Raja. Doing good, doing good. Tying up some more flies. Articulated flies. All right, so now number 4 shank, and I'm gonna start to transition to a darker blue. But I'm gonna be using white on the bottom instead of gray. All right. Yeah, K-Fish, that's my nephew. Kanoa K-Fish, K-Fish Kanoa. K-Fish does some really nice stuff too, Kano. You should check it out. All right, so last thing I did was the fiber, so now I have to put chenille. Keeping in sync with the pattern. That nice and tied down. There we go. Whip finish. And I like to bring it all the way back. I want to make sure I get good coverage. Any kind of fish. Ulua, papio. I'm trying to make like one opelu pattern. Mackerel. Thank you. When I trim them up, gonna look real good. I'll show you. I don't know if you guys saw my Hinalea pattern. Wrasse. Mr. Wrasse. Thanks, Ewas. Thanks for stopping in, brother. This looks like a hot mess right now, but just a process. When I'm done, it's going to be beautiful. Okay. So, last of the light stuff. Then I'm going to go dark. Really? Huh. I've gotten so used to it that I can't do it unless I use the rotary. It doesn't come out as good for some reason. That's why I really love this vise. All right. 2 or 3 wraps of chenille. Well, no, I'm gonna just put some dark in there first. And I'll finish it off on the next one. Because after this, it's tying up the hook. So this is dark blue, light blue, and light blue. What do they call this? Glow in the dark flashaboo. On the top. Don't want you that far forward. Come on. And this, especially using GSP, it wants to slip and slide. Don't be afraid to give it a little manhandle in there. Like so. And then I'm going from gray to white. Show you the difference. White and gray. Okay. Okay. I will, Yosh. And what's really cool about this is like you can, kind of use this to splay it out so you get a nice even of what you want. All right. My Mylar. Yikes. And of course, you want to make sure this one is really, really good because this is where I'm going to connect my mono and make it that gap. I'm going to fill it in with some resin, extra assurance. All right. All right. Now for the hook side. Getting there. I know it looks like a hot mess right now, but trust the process. Watch and see what happens. All right. Sorry. Forgot about that. Sorry, guys. I got this microphone for Christmas. So 1/0 O'Shaughnessy hook, mustad. This part, little complex, but you know it takes a while to do this, but the end product is really, really nice. I like it. So a lot of toothy creatures here. I'm gonna put a nice thread base of this GSP on here because I'm also gonna tie mono. Use mono to connect the back to the hook. So nice there, GSP, right on the hook shank. And I'm bringing it all the way back because that's where the connection's gonna sit. So just kind of helps it a little bit. And you tie it in. And come back up. Now I like to take and put a really, really light coat of super glue on here first. Hey, what's up, Colt? Thanks for stopping in. It just helps when I put the mono on there. Kind of holds things together. Not much, just really, really light. So it's kind of tacky. And I'm using 50-pound mono. Always use your junky pliers. You don't want your good scissors. What am I saying pliers for? Use your good scissors for mono. Yeah, right. Not a good idea. Anyhow. Alright. So when I tie my mono in, I start off on the side of the shank towards me. And when I get towards the back here, I want to kind of bring it up towards the middle. So the articulated part will ride right along with the hook. In line with the hook. And it'll naturally go up with your ties. Like so. Right in the middle. I don't know if you can see that. See how it on the side to the middle. Some people will put a bead. I don't put a bead. And I want this to ride. I don't want this to ride up here. I want it to ride right in line with the shank. So I'll go ahead and put a couple of securing wraps just to get it held in place, and then I'll mess with it. Make sure it sits right on top of the other, because you'll have room there. Because you tie it further down. That's why I put thread on the shank further down into the bend. So I'll do like this, and I can see it's a little low, so I'll just pull up, get it where I want it, and then go ahead and tie her down. And then go ahead and start getting it to wrap towards the other side. And of course, one always wants to do what you don't want it to do. So you got to manhandle it a little bit. Because it wants to follow the middle, right? because that's where you put it, down here at the end, at the bend. Okay, take your scissors, cut that excess off. You don't need it. There she goes. And that just helps to kind of build up the head also, because I'm going to put a resin head on this. Mylar resin head. We'll come back about right here. Now I'm going to take my super glue. I'm going to put a pretty good amount, because the last thing you want is for this thing to pop out. Or move. And it'll kind of just all melt together. That's what you're wanting anyway. The brush and work it in. Like so. And back up in the front. And work your way back. It's all going to soak in. It's all going to come together very nicely. Perfect. That's exactly where I want it. I'm going to bring this right here. Get my palm ring chenille out. While that's drying. Bring it right to the connection there. Tie this down. And I'm going to stop my thread just shy between the hook point. Got some frays there. Between the hook point and the barb. Right there. Some people like barbless. I tie my hooks with barbs on them. And if they want to go barbless, it's easy to take the barb off. And you know what? There we go. Move this forward. Put a whip on it. I don't have to worry about it. Get it out of the way. Work hard, not smart. Careful, don't stick yourself like I did. Hooks are sharp. Ow. A little bit more. There we go. Okay. Got that there. And blue, blue, blue. Dark blue and white. And I'm going to leave this long because I want it to kind of cover the joint a little bit more. Make sure you got it splayed right where you want it. And of course, my pusher won't work anymore, so I use a handy dandy empty spool. Works great. Same thing. Use it to kind of splay this stuff out. Make it even, especially with the hook. Yeah, perfect. Like that. There we go. That's better. That's about in half. Yeah. Okay. Yank it back. Put a little dam in front. Make sure it's where you want it. Nice and splayed. And forward and back. You don't wanna do this. See how it cinches it down. No, you want it to kind of have that poofiness. Has a hollow effect. More of a silhouette. Keeps the fly nice and light. There you go. Palm ring chenille. We're almost done. You're saying, what? There's so much hook left. Yes. Happy New Year's Eve. There's so much hook left. What are you doing? What do you mean you're almost done? That's because I put a resin head. Okay, bring that. Dusted! Happy New Year's Eve, my friend. Thank you for joining. Yeah, Happy New Year's Eve Eve. Excuse me. All right, so that let's advance that just to the front of the hook point. Put a whip finish on there, and then palmer the chenille on. Like a dot. And of course, it wants to start off by being a bugger. Got a mind of her own. But my mind's stronger. Okay, right about there is where I want it. Bing. Forward a little bit. Come back. Right where you want it. Beautiful. I'm going to take a little bit of my flow. That's not good. I'm going to lock all that in back here. Alrighty. Finishing up now. I'm using double the material because I want to put a little bit of a base for the head. And I'm not reverse tying this. Right there. Like this. Right where I want it. And then I'm going to bring this all the way up. right to the front. And sometimes you get scragglers. That's okay. Stragglers will be scragglers. Two more ties. This is going to be a V tie. I'll show you why I do this in a minute. Up one, up there, there we go. I want to create a channel here instead of covering up the hook shank, because that just helps it float better, and also I'm building up the head, as you can see. You don't want too much of a bump. Push that down. And then last but not least, I'll put my gills in there. Good night, Ewas. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Thank you, sir. Hold on a second. Come on. All right. Tie in little gills here. Some people will use marker. I just tie it in. Because I have the material to do it. Hush! Dog wants some attention. She's in heat. Gills. And measure right to the hook tip. Point, excuse me. Like that. And then I'll go ahead and wrap everything up. I'm going to come in with my handy dandy pliers. Some people cringe when I do this, but it works. Just helps to get a nice transition. Now I'm going to build just a little bit of a bump up here. Like so. Get this out of the way. Just like that. Alrighty. One more bump on the very, very top. Just a little bump. And it is going to want to slide on you, as you can see. And that's alright. Just keep building it up. Like so. And you get this nice, beautiful base for your eyeballs and resin head. Some people will just tie like a muddler head, and that's fine. But I'm trying to keep weight on this, and also so it'll heal nicely. All right. So I'll get my pliers out here, and I'm gonna come in and flatten this out, because that way I'll have a nice base to wrap my mylar and put my eyes on. Beautiful. I like it. And these are just corrugated flash strands. I don't know what they call it in fish talk, I guess. Bring this back. We're gonna hope that I can get this to stay. So what I found is I'll make it a little tacky with this super glue brush. And here we go. Wish me luck. Ah. Teddy. My little dog. Sorry. Hold on a minute, guys. Hey.
He went over that way.
Teddy, get over here.
He went to your left.
Yeah. Come here, Teddy. Now, go. Go. Teddy, get up here. Good boy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. Dogs. All right. Put my whip finish on here. And notice I'm putting my whip finish in the back because I'm going to seal it all in with resin. Charge, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping in, buddy. And I am going to call this guy Irie. I'm going to give him some red eyes, man. Been hanging out behind the bathroom. So much better when you flatten it like that. You got a nice, they don't go all wonky on you. It's not for some, yeah, they don't sit right. And I know the fish could care less, but for some reason, the fishermen, it's very important. All right. A drop of flow to get them all stuck on there. Just a drop. like that, just to hold them. All right, thick stuff, Solarez thick. Start off with your collar. There we go. And what you don't want is that right there. One fiber can ruin you. There we go. All right. And then I'll come in the front, a dab, come right around the front, real thin. Front of the eye. And then one dab on the eyeball, one dab on the eyeball, and a little bit on the bottom. Then centrifugal motion. Rotary vise. Love them. And like I said, centrifugal force helps. It rounds everything out. And you're going to do a couple of coats on it, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But you want to get your basic shape in there like this. And you can see, oh, well, yeah, there's a little bit of excess on the eyes. Grab your handy dandy bodkin, move it around. Don't be afraid. It's one wonderful thing about UV resin, especially the thick stuff. You can play with it forever, almost forever anyway. All right, I'm happy with that. I'm coming with my next coat, seal it in place. All right, I'm gonna level her off a little bit. Now I'm gonna come in with the thick again, but I'm just gonna lightly brush it. I don't want to put too much on there. And that kind of helps fill in any places you might have missed. I really get into this part. Yep, sealed with a UV kiss. There you go. All right. Got a good coat on there with the thick. I don't need to hit it with thin. I'm just going to go straight to the flow. This is like putting Sally Hansen's on it, literally. But it's harder, more solid. but it really makes it shine and pop. Hey Trips, what's happening? Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, definitely. And that's it for that. I'm going to do the trim job, take it to the barber shop. All right. As you can see, it's a hot mess right now. Break out your handy dandy Fly Smith 5-inch barber scissors. Yeah, buddy. All right, so I like to start from the back. So as you can see, I got the dark blue and the gray back here for the tail. And I'll show you what I do with that in a minute. I actually put some resin on it. But I'm going to move those to the side for now. And go right where I started at the tail here. And I'm going to go in a V pattern towards the head. Like so. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Sorry, guys. I got to brush it. That's why I'm having a hard time. Got to give it a little brush. Okay. That's better. There we go. All right. Try that again. Let's start from the end. I'm going to come way in, right to almost where my plum ring chenille is. And I'm going to work it towards top. Don't worry if it's not enough. You can always come back. Once again. Like so. Then you come from the top. Well, if you like what you got there, not, fix it up. You want to get that profile, that silhouette. All right. You see how you can follow it. You can follow your thumbnail to get that nice curve. Like I said, little bit at a time. You can always come back. You can't put anything back that you cut off. Come on the side. Put, you know how fish has kind of like a little bevel here. Cut that in there. Look at it from both angles. Okay, got a little bit extra here. Need to trim that. Kind of even it, right? Like so. Alright, now I'm going to do the tail. Brush it out again. And any scragglers out of there. Okay. Now comes time for the tail. Yeah, take some of this Flex formula, Solares. Like so. Not much. Just want it to stiffen it, that's all. You don't want it to be like hard. Like so. Get your light ready. If you like where it is, you like the way it looks, zap it. I like that. Sorry about shining the light in your guys' eyes. Get my fingers clean here. I'll show you everything. All right. Can always come back, like I said. Do your final trims. And there we go, my friends. I tied it in upside down. Ha 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 ha! Even though it still looks good. Yeah. Should be like that. Oh well. It'll still fish. Do an olive? How about this? I did this one. This is a double hook. I call it a mini beast. Let's see what it looks like wet. Well, yeah, baby, that will fish. There we go. There you go, guys. Thank you, Dustin. I can't believe I tied it in upside down. Oh, wonder how I can fix that. Oh well, it'll still fish. Guarantee that thing will catch fish. Sure, you're welcome, Trudge. Yep, and there's another game changer, gang. I got quite a collection going here. I guess I need to send some to some friends, huh? Yeah, that's what I got to do next is go fish them. That's what I need to do. Yes, I will send you pics, Yosh. Yeah, I just noticed it. You know, sometimes you just mess up, and that's okay. I'm not gonna like cry over it. I'll just tie another one. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. God bless. Thank you for stopping in. Have a great New Year's Eve. Stay safe. Ahui ho ma lama pono. Ke kua pu. Good night.